Hello, Rachna ma'am. How are you? Thank you so
I'm
much for
good. How are
joining.
you?
Great,
Oh,
great.
most
Seriously, thank
welcome.
you for joining today.
Most welcome. Most welcome. This is
It's,
something which I really enjoy.
and it is
Getting,
our honor to start our new batch with you. So it is a really gonna be a great year, I hope. So it's
uh,
a really a honor. Thank you so
it's
much.
it's no issues. Absolutely, it's a pleasure to be here again.
Hmm.
And this year is going to be a little tough, I guess, for everybody.
Yeah, so need your guidance for this young designers who are, getting into interior. So it will be great if you'll share your knowledge, your expertise with them, so they will get an idea and they will get a direction to move ahead.
Definitely. The best part about this is, although this year is going, really bad for everybody, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be a boom time for interior designers for sure
Right.
because of all the restrictions or, the
Mm-hmm.
post-COVID different arrangements that we will have to do.
Exactly.
It is going to be a big role that the interior designers are going to play.
Okay.
So yes, fingers crossed. We are going to see
Mm-hmm.
a really good interior designing movement going on.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
2020 might as well, be a blessing for us.
okay. Nikhil, all connected?
Yes, ma'am, we can start.
We can start, or still
Yes.
people are
No,
about to come?
no one is there in waiting list.
Okay. All right. Hi guys. Few people know me. Few people don't know me because आज सब हैं. आज new students भी हैं जिन्होंने those who are starting their careers with us, and few are our existing students. हमने सबको बुलाया because this session is gonna be the most important session for us because we have a Rachna ma'am today. So I'm her big fan. So I really wanted to start this session with her only, and I requested her, and she's so humble that she joined us. So I'm sure today up you are gonna learn many things from her. So I'll just start with little introduction because few people जो हमारे existing student हैं वो हमें अच्छे से जानते हैं, but जो नए लोग हैं जो हमें बिल्कुल नहीं जानते हैं, मैं थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन देती हूँ ताकि आपको एक आसानी हो जाए समझने में कि कौन कौन है और कौन क्या काम करता है. सो आपको एक आइडिया हो जाएगी टू कनेक्ट विद अस. So basically, I'll start with myself. Myself is Riya Daryani, and I'm center head at INFD Vashi, and मैं 5 साल से INFD Vashi संभाल रही हूँ. And we have a few faculties on board right now. We have a Nikita ma'am who is your full-time faculty, and we have a oldest faculty, Ankita ma'am also. She's our visiting faculty who takes graphics and all. So we have these two faculties who will be there to help you with all your queries. आज के बाद जिसको भी जो भी problem होगी, you can connect with Nikita ma'am. She will help you with everything. And we have a Nikhil sir जो admin संभालते हैं, जहाँ से आपको mails आएंगे, जहाँ से आपको पूरी information मिलेगी about जो भी आपके sessions होते हैं, आपको जो mail करते हैं वो निखिल sir करते हैं. So आपको कोई भी problem हो, आप निखिल sir और निकिता ma'am से connect हो सकते हो. And then about INFD. INFD has started in 2003, and it's been a 17 years of journey. And from past 5 years, I am into it. So it's like even I am as a person, like I have done my qualification as an interior designer, though I am more into fashion, but then I am also an interior designer. And I have done from INFD Vashi only. And then from for past 5 years, I'm handling as a principal. So here I mean there are few students now. We will not take the introduction today because introduction में because धीरे धीरे सब join करने वाले हैं, because सब लोग confused हैं कैसे classes होंगे, क्या होने वाला है, कैसे होने वाला है, क्योंकि किसी को idea नहीं है when it's gonna happen, stop and all. So the thing is, guys, I would like to say कि please get used to of it and do not feel negative about this situation. It is a time, it will pass on. But the thing is कि we have to get used to of these things because what happened is like जब तक vaccine नहीं आता, everyone knows there's no other solution. But this will not stop the life because everyone is reopening. Everything is it's gonna be open by the month of July and August. But we are not saying not to be safe. Definitely you have to take your precautions and be safe. And wherever you are going, please make sure the social distancing and few things which are compulsory by the government. So we have to follow that and start living up with this and accept this and change our habits. That is very important. Even when I will request Rachna ma'am also, when today when she will be guiding, और जब वो आपको बताएंगे आप उनसे क्वेश्चंस भी पूछ सकते हो जो भी आपके डाउट्स है, बट उसमें ये चीज क्लियर करने ये बताएं कि after corona how interior designers gonna be working and कैसे उनकी लाइफ होने वाली है, इवन इस सिचुएशन से हमें सीख के कैसे आगे बढ़ना चाहिए और बाहर मार्केट कैसे रहने वाला है इसके बाद. आई एम श्योर शी विल हेल्प यू विथ ऑल दैट क्वेश्चंस व्हिच इवन आई हैव. तो इसलिए मैं भी ये सेशन अटेंड करना चाहती थी टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट विल बी गोना बी द मार्केट एंड हाउ इट विल गोना बी. So the thing is, we don't need to be scared. It is just a time, और ये हो रहा है, and it is like we have to accept it and we have to live with it. And even we have started with our institute. हमने institute भी open कर लिया. We are not starting classes till now physically because थोड़ा सा जैसे ही कम हो जाएगा, we will witness all safety precautions. हम सब students को institute बुला लेंगे. But till the time हम थोड़ा online sessions कर लेंगे. Online में I'm not saying कि practical आपका पूरा online होने वाला है. Please do not worry about your syllabus because it is our responsibility. If it's gonna be delay 1-2 महीने से, तो आपका वहाँ पे टाइम बढ़ा के हम आपका, जब आप फिजिकली आप हमसे मिल पाएंगे तब हम आपका पूरा पोर्शन कवर करवाएंगे. सो राइट नाउ वी थॉट कि आप जो लोग नए हैं और जो लोग इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग में अब जा रहे हैं, बिफोर स्टार्टिंग आई डोंट वांट कि आप डायरेक्ट लेक्चर करो. आप डायरेक्ट डायरेक्ट शुरू हो जाओ स्केल कन्वर्ट करना, पेंट करना एंड ऑल, बिकॉज ये फैकल्टीज हमेशा डायरेक्टली घुसाते हैं. सो आई डोंट बिलीव इन दिस. सो मैंने सोचा था कि हम पहले फैकल्टीज से मिलाने के पहले आपको मैं एक वर्कशॉप सीरीज देना चाहती थी जिसमें स्टार्टिंग में आपको थोड़ा सा पहले इंटीरियर के बारे में नॉलेज आ जाए, about the world, how it gonna be, and then इसके बाद धीरे धीरे we will move forward to the workshops, जो different workshops which are important in an interior designing. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये workshop से हम आपका time pass करा रहे हैं. It is gonna be very fruitful. आपको इसका help होगा in future. वो आपको धीरे धीरे पता चलेगा because जैसे जिसका workshop रहेगा, that faculty will explain you the importance of the workshop related to your field. So it's like there's a different art attack and these kind of workshops has been arranged. I hope you got the calendar. It will go on till 15 July. Understand, course we will be starting after after a month because till the time 12th का government exam का clear नहीं करती है, we cannot even move forward because 12th के वजह से ही हमारे सारे बच्चे जो admissions degree में जाते हैं वो लोग wait कर रहे हैं 12th के result का. And then जो अभी आ रहा है न्यूज में, मोस्टली एग्जाम्स गोना बी कैंसल्ड एंड आपको अपग्रेड किया जाएगा, वही आ रहा है सिचुएशन और मोस्टली वही होना चाहिए इस सिचुएशन में. सो ये एक आध महीने के अंदर जुलाई में क्लियर हो ही जाएगा कि एग्जाम का क्या स्टेटस है. एंड आफ्टर दैट जैसे ही एक बार गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम का स्टेटस क्लियर करती है, हम आपके क्लासेस फाउंडेशन प्रोग्राम से स्टार्ट कर देंगे. राइट नाउ this workshops has been arranged. ये workshops I hope आपको काम आए और आप इससे कुछ सीख पाए. एंड हमने ये सोचा था हम बाहर से लोग बुलाएंगे जो लोग ये इंडस्ट्री के हैं, जो डायरेक्ट आपको, क्योंकि फैकल्टीज से तो आपको नॉलेज मिलना ही है, फैकल्टीज से आपके लेक्चर स्टार्ट होंगे, बट बिफोर फैकल्टीज आई वांटेड अदर people, experts to come on board and talk about it and give you a knowledge about it so that you will have an idea. So today we are starting with our first session, that is Rachna ma'am. And before giving her introduction, that Nikita ma'am will tell us about her, what is and before that I want to know everyone is with me. अगर आप लोग मेरे साथ नहीं है, पहले तो आप प्लीज वीडियो ऑन करिए बिकॉज मुझे दिखाई नहीं देता है तो मेरा एनर्जी डाउन हो जाता है. अंडरस्टैंड, हम लोग अभी ऐसे वर्ल्ड में है जहाँ यहाँ पे ही हम लोग दूसरे लोग देख पा रहे हैं, बाकी टाइम तो हमें सारा दिन माँ बाप को और ये लोगों को ही देखना होता है. सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मी एटलीस्ट कि मैं सबके न्यू फेसेस देखूं एंड आई वांट टू से हाई टू एवरीवन एंड वांट टू नो कि एवरीवन इज विथ मी. अगर आप लोग मेरे साथ है तो अप, इफ नॉट देन डाउन. एंड इफ यू आर नॉट विथ मी टिल द टाइम सबका मुझे अप साइन नहीं मिलेगा, मैं आगे लेक्चर आई मीन सेशन आगे होने वाला नहीं है. आप भी यहीं बैठे रहो, मैं भी यहीं बैठी रहूंगी, हम और कुछ गेम खेल सकते हैं, बट देन सेशन इज नॉट गोइंग टू स्टार्ट अगर जब तक आप मुझे सब थम्स अप देके एनर्जी नहीं दोगे. यस, यू आर विथ मी. सो गाइस, जस्ट Nikhil, please observe. मैं आज मेरे पास laptop नहीं है तो I can't see everyone. So everyone, please thumbs up if you're with me. I want that energy. I want all the faculties. Rachna ma'am, if you will interact, आप जितना interact करोगे, I'm sure हम लोग आपके साथ और knowledge share कर सकते हैं और अच्छे से आपको चीजें बता सकते हैं. But उसके लिए आपकी energy चाहिए. So just on the count of 3, everyone's hands should be up. 3, 2, 1. Who all are with me? Just show me your thumbs up. Whoa. Nikhil, everyone, आप किसका नीचे पर्सनली नाम लेके बोल सकते हो आप?
नहीं सबके ऊपर है.
सबके ऊपर है. That's like a team. All right. So I'm handing over this to Nikita ma'am. She's our full-time faculty in interior designing. So she will guide you and she will help you. Nikita, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I hope I'm audible to everybody. Am I? अगर नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है तो
yes, ma'am.
thumbs up. जैसे मैम ने बताया thumbs up दो. नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, you can unmute it. Okay. So before starting with the session, I think as Riya ma'am said, as you all know, I am your in charge for the academic session of this interior. Apart from this, if you have any queries, doubts, I am the one whom you can talk to. Secondly, before starting with the session, I would just give a short introduction of Rachna ma'am. We all know her, most of us know her, but then just for the other people who are new, I'll just explain. So architect Rachna Gupte, she has an experience of about 23 years in this industry. She is the founder of Orange Square Design Studio, and she is a design director in JTCPL, which is in Mumbai. She is an avid painter. She has held 2 art exhibitions. She has held a prestigious post of head of the department in Interior Design Institute, as well as she has been a visiting faculty in various interior design colleges. She has also been a jury in our own college. Apart from that, she has been a jury in some renowned exhibitions, that is ASTEC, which is the biggest interior design exhibition for material strength exhibition. So I guess I should hand over to her. She would be the right person to guide you ahead. If you have any doubts, queries, feel free to ask her. Okay. Over to you, Rachna ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nikita. And very, very good evening to everybody here. Thank you, Riya ma'am, Nikita ma'am, Ankita ma'am, for inviting me to have a session with all the aspirants, interior designing aspirants who want to make a name of themselves in this field. I love this part because what happens is there are so many interior designing colleges, institutes, but very few institutes who actually mold their students into growing into really good interior designers who can actually practice. And INIFD Vashi is surely one of them. You are actually blessed if you've taken admission here. I must say you are actually blessed to have really good faculty members here. And without much ado, let me just start off this session by apprising you of what this field is really going to be like. So the scope, what kind of studies you will undertake throughout the year, and how much you can grow into this field. Okay. Is the screen sharing on? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can all of you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, so this is, like I said, it's going to be an informative session on interior design. So all your questions of what, why, where, how, which, when are hopefully going to be covered here. And you get a clarity of what happens in this profession before you start off in the field, and beyond that also. Okay? So basically, like in all design fields, what is design? Design is basically 3 Ds. Now, what are these 3 Ds? Dream, determine, and deliver. You have to dream. Once you dream, you determine that you need to make whatever your dreams are into a fact, into a truth, and then you have to deliver. Since there is no action, if there is no action, there would not be anything. You have to practice what you preach. So dream, determine, and deliver, the 3 Ds which I live by and which you need to live by. Now, how is architecture and interior design different? Architecture, you must have heard the word many times. Architecture is nothing but the outside of building, if I put in layman terms, and interior design is everything to do with the interiors of the building. So architecture, you design the building, while in interior design, you design the interior spaces of the building, considering all the facts of the exterior. Okay, so it is a little more, although it is not given its due, it is a little more than pure architecture, because architecture you will deal only with the exterior, while interior design you have to consider the cocoon, you have to consider the capsule and design the interiors as well. Okay. So interior designing is a lot of subjects which come into play when you are studying interior designing, when you are practicing interior designing. And there are a lot of things in which you can specialize even, something that you like, something that, sets your heart on fire. You can always specialize in that and give your clients an edge above the other interior designers also. Now, what exactly is interior designing? Okay. So, if you consider interior designing, it is utilizing a space in its greatest capacity with regards to function, safety, and aesthetics. In simple words, interior designing is not just getting furniture and putting it, selecting a color. No, it is a lot to do with science. It is a lot to do with psychology. It is a lot to do with health. It is a lot to do with finance. So what comes into play when you become an interior designer is everything. You become doctors, you become healthcare practitioners, you become psychologists, you become their chartered accountants or CAs because you manage their finances, and of course you become their designers, which is the main goal, right? And how so? Because see, all the sciences that come into play when you are actually doing interior designing is you have to consider the well-being of the client. So you design accordingly, which would be definitely taught to you in the course of your studies. You have to consider the client budget. That is how you become their financial advisors, where to cut costs, where to add on. Okay. Then, of course, psychologists, because you need to get into the client's psyche. You need to understand what exactly the client wants and then deliver it. Sometimes the clients are even confused about, what they would want for themselves. So that is when you come into play and you have to advise them regarding that. So an interior designer is not just a designer. An interior designer is basically encompassing all these qualities. Are you with me so far? So what exactly does an interior designer do? So I'm talking about costs, I'm talking about not just designing, I'm talking about healthcare, I'm talking about so many different things, psychologists. So what exactly does an interior designer do? So one, work with clients to coordinate the kind of decor and functional space. After you get the client's requirements and you study the client's likes and dislikes, you come to draft design drawings, estimate costs and project timelines. What happens is the client has some budgets in mind. So when the monetary aspect comes into play, what happens is if you expand on that, if you extend the project timelines, the timeline or If you go beyond the client's budget, it is going to be a loss for both you and the client. So you have to estimate the cost beforehand and the project timelines and give the client. You have to collaborate with professional and technical consultants. You have to deal with lighting consultants, AC consultants, not just these specialized people. You have to deal with contractors, carpenters, so many different people. And on different stages, not just the top people, you have to talk to the labor there, you know. So right from a highly educated person to a person with zero knowledge, you have to talk to everybody. So you have to collaborate with everybody. Okay. Now, what is the main difference between interior designing and decorating? A lot of you must have, seen these big home decor shops at home, home decor. Within lifestyle, you have so many. Within so many decor, interior decor, home decor shops you have. So interior designing is not just lifting furniture from there and putting it within a space such that it looks good. अच्छा दिखता है, नहीं चलता है. Interior, when you become interior designers, अच्छा दिखता है नहीं, अच्छा लगता है. That is the main thing. So that is why you require a formal education, a license is required, art and science to create a functional space, because that deals with life safety and building codes. You have to evaluate items or furniture or anything that you use, the material basically, in terms of durability, acoustics, toxicity, maintainability, and of course psychology. Now these you will understand as we go on. What are the subjects that you will be covering when you are studying interior designing? So you have basic design, which deals with the A to Z of interior design. So before you get into the actual interior design, what you need to learn is basic design. Then you have, of course, interior design. In that, you will be branching out into a lot of different things. You will have residential interior design, you will have commercial interior design, advanced, specialty. So a lot of different branches into this interior designing studies. You will have construction, you will have working drawing, primary services, secondary services, professional practice, graphic design, computer aided design, presentation, and 3D. Again, we will learn about each and every subject in the course of this presentation. Let us start with basic design. Now, what is basic design? Simple thing, basic design deals with all elements, all principles, all the fundamentals that you require to start with interior design. So in that, if you put in very common terms, basic design is like, providing ingredients, and interior designing is like the recipe where you use the ingredients to create a top master chef category dish. Okay, so basic design is the fundamental study. So in that you have something called elements of design, where you will learn about point, line, shape, forms, color study, texture study. You have something called principles of design. So how you put the elements of design together. Okay. Then you have something called color theory, where you will be learning about the psychology of color. What effect does color have on human psychology? Then you have something called anthropology. Now, what is anthropology? Nothing but the study of human dimensions. Who are you designing for? Humans, right? So, if you do not know human dimensions, you will not know how to design, what to design, right? So, it is as clear as how you require how a tailor requires measurements to create a piece of clothing. Something like that applies to interior design. So you require the study of human dimensions to create furniture, to design furniture. Model making. This is very interesting and useful. When you create spaces, you realize how it is, how a person will walk about with something in something that you have designed. So this makes it easier for you to have a study of spaces. Then you come to interior design. Are you all with me so far? Yeah? Okay. So interior design, like I said, you have residential, you have commercial, you have institutional, you have retail. So lot of different branches of interior design within interior design. Residential is house design. So how you design the interiors of the house. So house, simple example, a house has different rooms. So you have the living room, you have the bedrooms, you have, maybe you will be having a study room, you have the dining room, you have the kitchen, you have the bathrooms, okay? So all these rooms you will be designing, they all require different types of layout, different type of furnitures. So the study of what kind of furniture they require, where you place what, all that you will learn in residential interior design. Commercial interior design, you have a wide range in commercial interior design. You have retail spaces, you have institutional spaces. So you have cafe design, office design, you have salons, nightclubs, you have play school, daycare centers, you have small educational institutions, you have clinics, music stores, book cafes, and specialty, you have restaurant designs, discotheques, nightclubs, okay? So the domain of interior design, the domain of commercial interiors is huge. Okay? And you will be taught step by step all these in your course of study. Residential interior design, like I told you, it is all about designing what is within the house. Okay? So all the rooms that are within the house you will be designing. So you have the living rooms, you have the different bedrooms, you have the kitchen spaces, you have the dining areas, you have the washrooms. Advanced interior design, that would be about cafes, boutiques, offices. Yes? Yeah. Specialty interior design, whatever requires special inputs, special knowledge is specialty interior design. So you will be covering restaurant design, you will be covering salons, spas, okay? So all that which requires specialized knowledge, more information comes in specialty interior design. Now look at these. So these are basically restaurant pictures. The dominant colors are white and blue. But when you look at them, they give a different feel, right? So one restaurant, you have a very Mediterranean feel. One restaurant, you have a very Victorian style of designing. One restaurant is a relaxed lounge area kind. One restaurant is based on a very, aeroplane kind of theme. So within the same domain, within the domain of restaurant design, still you can achieve so much more. Okay? So these styles of designing, styles of interior design, these also would be taught to you. Next, we come to interior construction. If you cannot construct what you design, what is the use of design, right? So if you cannot deliver what you can dream, what is the use of dreaming? It's as simple as that. So when you are designing, you also need to learn something about construction. Now, what is construction? It's basically how to make your design functional. So you will be learning a lot about joinery, you will be learning about different kinds of material in material study. You will be learning about doors, windows, flooring. Interior construction is also called interior working drawing. Okay, creation of working drawings. For you to give the contractor, to give the carpenter, to give different consultants, specialists about how your design would be executed on site. Now, theory of materials. Materials is another very, very important study when you are doing interior designing. Because if you do not understand which material to use in your design, it is not going to make a very successful design. So when you are doing your material study, it will be about what is basically how that material is composed, what are the plus points of that material, the advantages, the disadvantages of the material, okay, where you can use that material, how you can understand, how you can find faults in the material. Because when you're working on site, you need to know that the material that the contractor gets on site is the material that you have selected or you have quoted the price on. It shouldn't be that marble you have selected is of 550 rupees a square feet or something, and the contractor has got a cheaper variety of marble. So you need to understand the defects in the marble. You need to understand whether the material you have selected is the material that you have got. So all that would come in study of materials or the theory of materials. Then you have services. Now services, again, very important. You are sitting in the comfort of your home. Currently, if I switch off the fan for some time, what is going to happen? Are you going to feel comfortable? No. If there is no light, if there is a light which is shining directly on your eye, it's hurting your eye, are you going to be comfortable? No. So that is when the study of services comes into play. So it will be about heating systems, ventilation systems, air conditioning systems. It will be about lighting systems, about firefighting and safety, about different systems, smoke detection, about automation systems, currently what is there in the market, you know, everything at the push of a button. So you press a button and the light switches off somewhere. You press a button, the AC turns on. You press a button, everything is locked. Or, you know, you have everything on your cell phone. You just, you have everything under voice control. You give it certain command and everything is, you know, at the drop of a hat. So that is what you will be learning in services. Next, you have graphic design. Now, what happens is, as designers, you will be studying a lot or in terms of 2D drawings. But how do you explain to your client all these drawings? How do you get a feel of the spaces that you are designing? So that is when graphic design comes into play. You will get an idea of how to show what material you are using in your drawings. So the client is also clear. Okay, how to create perspective drawings, that is 3D, implied 3D drawings. Okay. The client is not going to read your 2D drawings, is not going to understand anything. How many of you can understand 2D drawings? The new students will not understand anything, right, in this. But unless and until I create a sketch view, unless until I create a 3D, you are not going to understand what is there in my mind. So graphic design comes into play then, which is again very important subject that comes into play in the first year. Of course, we have our dear old AutoCAD to support us. When you learn AutoCAD, everything becomes very clear. AutoCAD and the 3D aspect of it, whether it is 3D Max, whether it is SketchUp, whether it is Revit, anything that you learn is going to enhance your power as an interior designer to put in front of your client. So all this, of course, will be taught to you. There are many different courses to learn and to be abreast of times. Okay? If you do not understand, if you do not know AutoCAD, then you will be at a loss. The person who knows 3D, the person who knows AutoCAD will definitely have an edge over you, because explaining the client, you know, all these walkthroughs and all that, they become so interesting. And explaining a client becomes very easy, and you are crystal clear on what the client is accepting also of your design. Okay? So these are the kind of subjects you will be having. Of course, communication skills you will learn throughout the course, I guess, about personality development, about how You can talk to your clients about how you can seek employment, how to capture clients and retain them. Okay, this would be something that you will learn throughout your study and throughout your life, because that is how you will grow. So these are basically the subjects that you will be learning. If there are anything else, any more subjects that you will be learning under, in the course of your studies, that is of course a plus point. But these are the basic subjects that you will be learning. Now we will come to the scope of the profession. Once you become an interior designer, what exactly can you do? Are you just going to design homes? Are you just going to design small spaces, big spaces, and that's it? What exactly would you be doing? So first and foremost, let me make it clear, interior designing industry is the only industry which is growing at a rate of 20%, and post-COVID, you are going to see that this industry is going to be increasing, is going to be growing even more. The reasons I would explain you post all this. Now, interior designer can work as an interior designer, designing spaces. Interior designer can become a consultant to architectural firms. Okay, so you did not have a firm set up by yourself. You can act as a consultant to architectural firms. You can act as a set designer. How many of you see, these series or serials or movies which have these amazing sets, even the stage sets for that matter, theaters and all that? How many of you see this? Currently in lockdown, I'm sure most of you must be glued to the TV, right? So what inspires you is not just the clothes of the hero or heroine, how they are carrying out their acting, not that. What inspires you is also the background. All that comes together to create that experience that you get from seeing a movie, from seeing a series. So that is where set designing comes into play. You have seen these amazing movies, amazing sets of Mr. Nitin Desai. You have Jodha Akbar and all the historical sets that they create. How do you think they create these historical sets? They have to have an interior designer, a set designer who does these things, because you require exact knowledge of history to get into these historical set designing. Okay. Big Boss. How many of you are fans of Big Boss? The Big Boss, yeah. The Big Boss homes, the home that you see is always so quirky, it's always different. अलग ही एक फ्लेवर होता है बिग बॉस के घर का. Different rooms, different flavor. Different seasons, different flavor. So how do you think that happens? Interior designer, ki jai. It is like that. Okay. So interior designers, you have working as set designers and doing amazing things. Now, visual merchandising. When you go to a mall, what happens? Especially, I can say girls. How many girls enjoy window shopping? What is window shopping? What is window shopping? Unless and until you have something lovely to look at, on their glass panels, you are not going to go in. And how are you going to have that lovely thing to look at? An interior designer also acts as a visual merchandiser. Visually, you capture the client and draw him in the showroom. That is what happens. So visual merchandising is one more field for an interior designer. CAD consultants. Many people, they excel in creating these drawings for other architects, other interior designers, and just work as 3D designers, just work as drafters, and they earn a lot of money, believe me. Then you have color consultants, Asian Paints, Nerolac, all these paint companies, they hire interior designers because they need to work as color consultants. Now, what does a color consultant do? Like I said, in the first year study of basic design, you have something called the psychology of color. Once you understand what is the psychology of color, what color affects what kind of psychology, what color secretes, those hormones that set you running. Why do you think McDonald's has more of red color? Why? It is one thing to have growth in appetite. It makes you happy, it makes you grow, it makes your appetite grow, it keeps you glued to your seat. It's a very powerful, passionate color. So you learn these things when you become interior designers. So you can act as color consultants also. Next, of course, you have product and furniture designers. Amazing furniture designs, amazing product designs. You can have lighting designs. Okay, so an interior designer can also act as a product of furniture designer, lighting designer, exhibition design. Now, exhibition designing has taken a totally different level so far. Like set designers, you have a different genre of exhibition designers. Exhibitions, as you know, they are held for a limited period of time, 3 days, 4 days max, you can say. Now, there are these big companies, big brands that need their presence felt. So what do? They have to have their stalls designed so wonderfully that it captures the visitors, who come to the stalls, who visit the exhibition. So you spend more time at their stall than anywhere else. And you end up buying something from there. You end up, actually becoming a part of their family. That is where an interior designer can also work. So you become interior designers, can become an exhibition designer as well. Then, of course, you have project supervisors. You can supervise certain specialty projects. Okay. And of course, many more. So an interior designer's role is not confined to being an interior designer, just designing spaces, but a designer of many different ideas, many different products, many different things. Okay? A very celebrated field this profession is. So with these, what are the employment options that you people have? Okay. Self-employed, of course, I can start my own firm immediate, post passing out of this course, you can start off your own practice. And it is very easy, believe me. Okay, you just require the confidence and a little bit of help and you can start your own firm. So self-employed, of course, you can work in architect's office. You can work with builders. Now builders, they require these sample flats to show off for people to buy their flats. So what happens is builders many a times approach interior designers. So they can work as their in-house interior designers. In hotels, they keep up with the revamping. Why? Because they require variety. Variety is the spice of life. You've heard that, right? So what happens is these hotel chains, these resort chains, they have these in-house interior designers so that they do not spend more money on revamping. They have these interior designers in-house which advise them. They advise them every time, okay, we can change the theme of this look. This was looking like a nice Spanish style villa. Now we can change it into a very Mexican style villa, or we can change it into a very cowboy style, look, or we can give it an Indian look this time. So it is up to the interior designer to work in hotel chains, resort chains, private consultancies. You can start consultancy services to be rendered to architects, to different clients, exhibition organizers, like I mentioned, freelancing. Of course, you just need to sit at home or start a small office and you can do freelancing for different firms. Okay? Not just one architect, you can do freelancing for different architectural firms. Studio, of AutoCAD, 3D Max, Photoshop. So this visualization studio you can set up. Instructors, you can be faculty members in institutes, in colleges, in CAD institutes. Okay. So these are a limited few employment options that I have specified here, but the field is vast, the employment options immense. Now, one more very exciting thing about this course is visits. Okay, you can have a lot of visits, you learn with a lot of visits. So there are a lot of exhibitions that are held for interior designers, for architects, and you need to visit these exhibitions to hone your skills, to upgrade your knowledge. So there are a lot of exhibitions, there are a lot of workshops which are planned. You will be visiting a lot of places where you will learn, how you're sitting on a chair right now, you're sitting on a gaddi, you have a nice curtain. How are these things made? Okay, how is a table made? How is a chair made? So you will get to learn all this. And it is a magical word, believe me. Industrial visits, how a marble slab is cut, what kind of marble is used, how granite slab is cut, what are the different kinds of flooring, cladding. So all these visits are an exciting feature in your study of interior design. There'll be a lot of guest lectures, specialized topics you would be having where they'll be inviting guest lecturers to talk on these topics to make it very interesting. And it is basically professionals who would be talking. They are doing something and they're talking about the same thing. So there are some people who are, expert in only restaurant designs. There's some people who are expert in designing banks. There's some people expert in designing salons. So these people would be invited to your institutes, to speak on these specialized things. So you get added knowledge from them. Now, I hope I was clear about all these things. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask. Now, this is just, you young guys are, very fond of these memes. So I thought might as well put one for all the interior design students or aspiring interior designers. So this is what I found. So what my friends think I do. So it's a nice residence that I'm designing. What my mother thinks I do. I'm always working hard and doing things. What society thinks I do. When you become interior designers, you say I'm learning interior designing. So society has a grand vision. It's like a glamorous field. Actually, it is. So it's a glamorous field. So society thinks, oh wow, you are dealing with all lovely furniture, lovely tapestry, upholstery. What teachers think I do. I'm sorry, Nikita ma'am. I'm sorry, Ankita ma'am. But this is actually what teachers think the students do, playing around with doll houses. What I think I do. So a lot of thinking, okay, I'm dreaming this, I'm dreaming that. And what you will actually be doing is you're going to be sleep deprived, you're going to be working very hard, and you're actually going to, enjoy this. And that comes to one more thing. So sleeping positions. A doctor, mera kaam ho gaya, nice sleeping, peaceful position. Lawyer, थोड़ा टेंशन है कल कोर्ट में क्या होगा. Engineer, fine, I have sorted out everything. And designer or developer is always missing. You're never going to sleep for the rest of your life. Because you're forever dreaming and dreaming with your eyes open, not your eyes closed. And this is what your faculty is going to be like. So before your creative review, that is before your submission, you'll be like, wow, this is what I have done. My faculty is going to love it. One faculty going through your work. So this is what your genes are going to look like. And your final assessment, this is what is going to happen. So So, but let me tell you, you're going to enjoy the process all the way because currently this is what is trending, right? You're not going to wear jeans like this. You're going to wear jeans which look like that. Implied jeans. But the best position, the best part of being an interior designer or an interior designing student is you're going to never have to worry about this. Me, one day before the exams. This is never going to happen because interior designing is a joyful experience, is a practical experience, is more about drawing things, is more about verbal, is more about communicating. It is more about your dreams, more about design, more about delivering and not just rattofying. Okay. So you're going to enjoy all the way in the institute, beyond the institute. When you are an interior designer, your life is set. Basically, let me go on now to post-COVID and COVID situation. Okay, little serious. Like Ria ma'am also said, your studies would start post, I guess, July, because mid-July or by the end of July, the 12th results would also be declared. So, you know, basically this year, 2020 is, you know, it's such a difficult year that the board exams also failed because they got cancelled. So, leaving that apart, what is the role of an interior designer post-COVID? So post-COVID becomes a very long term. So to simplify it, we've just made it POCO. Okay. So it is like a language of all the architects, interior designers. We have started to call it POCO. So POCO, what is going to happen is interior designers are going to be the first to bring about changes in terms of hospitality industry. Everybody is dying to go to restaurants and eat outside food, right? Everybody is waiting to start enjoying the life when they can go out and shop, not just online, but actually physically in the malls. So what is going to happen? Right at the entrance, you will require all the facilities of sanitation and all that. Are you just going to place them like that? No. You will still want your malls, you will still want your beautifully designed restaurants, you will still want your nicely decorated, designed, developed offices, clinics, whatever it is, you know, to look good. So what is going to happen? First call is going to be to an interior designer who's also going to again now act like a healthcare practitioner. So first you sanitize your hands yourself. So where you will be placing it. Now it is not going to be as bad as, you know, the pictures that you are going to be seeing on WhatsApp. Like you press with your foot and the sanitizer comes on your hand. It would be dressed nicely by the interior designer. So that is when product designing comes into play. Okay, the ease. You're not going to open doors. You're not going to push them for a while now. That is when door designing will come into play. Different methods of door designing. Okay, once you enter inside, how are you going to look at things? So social distancing norms. You don't want your beautiful flooring to be covered with those stamps of where you stand, how much distance. So again, interior designers are going to play with different type of materials to demarcate spaces. Okay. Then you will be thinking of maintenance of your shelves, of your furniture. That is when interior designers would be looking at new ways to design furniture. Why? Because it needs to be very easy to maintain. You cannot have a high maintenance furniture product there, which will get spoiled in a matter of very few minutes or very few days or few months. Okay, because you're going to be constantly spraying it with sanitizers. So an interior designer is going to have a lot to play. In restaurants, you are going to have a lesser number of seating spaces. So how you're going to seat them, still make it look good. How you're going to physically provide, partitions. Again, interior designer का काम आ गया उसमें. So think about spaces. When you are moving from one space to another, what you require is an interior designer. You require this designer to create everything good which is currently messed up. So think about the huge responsibility that you will be having. It is not just enjoying कि अपना field तो grow होने वाला है, अरे वाह मस्त हो गया. नहीं, it is huge responsibility on our shoulders also to make the most of it. Okay? So opportunity is actually knocking at our doors. We just need to open the door and get everything inside. Make the most of it. So with this, I think I am pretty clear on, what kind of field you have chosen, and congratulate yourself on choosing this field. Now, if you have any more questions, please go ahead. Shoot away.
Rachna ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, please.
I was attending one webinar where it was mentioned कि like right now after post coronavirus,
हाँ.
the situation will be like जो people paying capacity is less now because of the financial crisis. जो लोग खरीद नहीं सकते नया घर और नहीं invest कर पाएंगे because of financial thing. तो ये लोग अपना in fact instead of buying a new house, people will focus on renovating their old homes.
Very true.
And it will create a job opportunities for interior designers. So is it true, or this is something people are assuming, or ऐसा like I was not sure.
Yeah, it is very true, because here what is going to happen, see, these 3 months of lockdown, what has it taught us basically? That you are the safest at home. So make the home the best it is. Right? So to make the home the best, what do you require? Not decorators, you require designers then, who know what science to apply where, what to create, how to create, what kind of finishes you require. Okay, so here an interior designer will play the most important role. People will come to interior designers because they will have their relatives, they will have their friends talking to them about how मेरा घर देखो, I was very comfortable in my house. Why? मैंने मेरा घर तो interior designer से करवाया. Okay, that is what the dialogue will be then. Okay, I did not face any problems. I did not face any difficulties. Why? Because my interior designer designed the house for me. It was not just designed by me and my family. इधर से लेके आओ, उधर से लेके आओ, नहीं. Because of this. Now, whatever changes I want to get done in my house, of course, I will be employing an interior designer only because he or she will be able to tell me whether this is right or whether this is right. Because they will be acting according to some laws, according to some science, according to some psychology, some education that they have received. Okay? Here, there is going to be definitely a win-win situation for education, for educated interior designers rather than contractors or carpenters. People are not going to, play that gamble. कि मैं मेरा कारपेंटर से ही करवाता हूँ, कॉन्ट्रैक्टर से इंटीरियर डिजाइनर को क्यों हायर करवाना है, मुझे आइडिया है क्या चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं होगा, because they have realized the need for an interior designer.
Okay. Students, do you have any other question? ये तो मेरा question था, मुझे doubt था इसके लिए. आप लोग भी please पूछिए what questions you have, आप लोग क्या सोच रहे हो, because आपके minds को जानना बहुत ज़्यादा important है, because you are the new generation, you are the young ones who are gonna be in this field. So please let us know your feedback, your view, what you think. आपको क्या face कर रहे हो आप लोग, क्या आपके दिमाग में चलता है, want to know. Please share. Or if you have a question, please go ahead.
It can be anything. It can be very silly question also. Believe me, when you are a
Nothing.
student,
Yeah.
when you are a student, you can get away with asking the most stupidest question.
Yeah.
So fire away.
And Rachna ma'am, how opportunities like this, so we have talked ki people will get work, but as a corporate may I'm asking as a for interior designers, what are going to be the job opportunities? Is there going to be opening? Because many of them companies are firing people. Because today I was reading one article where fashion designing mein H&M ka they have thousand people lost their jobs and all. So how they have to, because one thing which I understood is like they have to be budget friendly. If they are designing, they have to definitely look after budget, because there are many interior designer now, they have to be unique, different, and then they can survive or sustain in the market. So this budget friendly when we talk about, so इसमें क्या उनको जो furnitures वो select करते हैं या जो भी material select करते हैं, so कुछ ऐसा तरीका या कुछ ऐसी चीजें जो वो लोग खुद भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, जरूरी नहीं है दे हैव टू गो एक्सपेंसिव वाला ही और तो ही अच्छा लुक ला सकते हैं.
Not at
There's
all. Not at all. Yeah.
so I mean sustainability in terms of like upcycling the products or doing some or the other activities which is gonna be important, and that will come in a budget friendly things, which I feel. So a student needs to understand ki now what you designing going to be a budget friendly, because people will not pay whatever you will say, because right now the financial crisis ki wajah se maybe they will get the work, maybe job opportunities will be there, maybe people will be renovating, but I'm sure budget constraint पहले से और ज्यादा होगा अब कि हमें इतना महंगा नहीं चाहिए बट हमें ये लुक भी चाहिए. So how to balance this, how to fulfill the client's requirement with the less budget?
Yes. See, currently what you are saying is true. Because of budget constraints, definitely there are going to be restrictions on the use of material. But we as a public, we are very enterprising. We have come up with so many solutions. Earlier there was only Italian marble. Now we have so many simple tiles which look like Italian marble. Okay. So the look of the thing can still be the same. The look of the space can still be the same, but you are जुगाड़ कर रहे हो आप material का. Okay. That is where study of material will be very helpful, very important for you guys. Visiting exhibitions. Now, because of this POCO, you will have a lot of online, extremely easy way for you to explore. So everything will be put up online. There are so many showrooms which have put up their products online, like marble showrooms, tile showrooms, sanitary fixtures and all that. Everything is going online. Okay, so it will be easier also, because whatever we are facing in our field, everybody else is facing in their field also. So it is not going to be a target for some fields and easier for other fields, nothing like that. So everywhere it's going to be the same situation. Only thing is we need to do a little bit of gamble. We need to do where we were using very rich materials, we did not use those, because durability, maintainability, and the money, that is what is going to count for at least 1 or 2 years now.
Guys, you have any other questions? Please go ahead.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I am Priya Vishwakarma from third year.
Hi,
मैम मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था कि मतलब अभी जो पेंडेमिक चालू है उसके बाद भी मीन्स आफ्टर लॉकडाउन ऑल्सो मतलब कोई पब्लिक या कोई क्लाइंट या कोई भी कस्टमर ये नहीं चाहेगा कि कोई स्ट्रेंजर मीन्स हैज अ डिजाइनर कॉन्ट्रैक्टर जो भी हमारे वर्कर्स रहेंगे, लोग अभी एंट्री तक भी नहीं देना चाहेंगे अपने प्रीमाइसेस के इधर, मतलब इवन इन रेसिडेंस हो या ये अपना कमर्शियल स्पेस हो या कुछ भी हो, तो ये तो मतलब अभी हमें बहुत इफेक्ट भी करेगा। इवन इंटर्न्स के लिए भी मतलब अभी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी कम पड़ेंगी शायद।
Riya ma'am, can I answer that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So Priya, question तुमने बराबर पूछा actually, but I'll tell you this is very easy. Currently, everywhere this situation is going on. So even when you are buying groceries, even when an Amazon or a Swiggy person comes to your doorstep, you know that there are certain restrictions, there are certain protocol, there are certain things that you need to follow. So all those are definitely being followed by the practicing interior designers. So that is not going to be a cause for concern. Whoever wants to get work done in their house or anywhere, their places of work or anything, we will be ensuring, all the interior designers will be ensuring proper sanitization and all that. That is no problem. The second part that you said was basically about, you mentioned this now, how interns are going to get jobs and all that. So, see now, the funniest part of this is, it is a little dicey, it is a little tricky for fresh interior designers. That is, the interior designers who have an experience of maybe 1 or 2 years. Okay? Their jobs could be a little dicey, their jobs could be in danger. But I would, in fact, look at the interns as in a lucky phase right now, because an interior designer or an architect in his office would prefer interns to work. कम पैसे दे दो, काम अपना कर, काम अपना हो जाने दो. ऐसा है. Instead of paying somebody with 1 or 2 years experience, I would prefer to pay an intern little bit of money and get the same amount of work done. So interns के लिए it is a little better. Freshers with 1 or 2 years experience might be in danger, unless of course they prove to be so good to their firm that it is very difficult for their employers to let them go. Okay. So does this answer your questions?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, I'm Amisha Hazare from first year ID.
Yeah.
Ma'am, my question is now government has declared that they are going to promote all the classes, like they are promoting last year's as well. So my question is how the job opportunities for the last year students are.
Like I said, last year students, the job opportunities will be pretty good. See, if I have to take somebody in my office, I will prefer taking somebody who is junior, paying him less money, than paying an experienced person more money. Because you pay an experienced person or you pay an inexperienced person. If I'm the owner of my firm, दिमाग तो मुझे ही चलाना है ज़्यादा. So I will be concentrating on both inexperience as well as experience. Only thing is experience वाले पर थोड़ा कम concentrate करना पड़ता है. But in case I want to save my money, that I'll have to put in more efforts then. Got it? So that is no problem. Now about government promoting the last year, it is not going to be done everywhere. So we are just waiting for the government directives, whether they are going to be promoting without any exam, even the technical field, the architects, the interior designers, the engineers, or whether they are just promoting people who want to do further education in terms of they cannot practice on their own without getting a further education. So that is a big question currently. So a lot of court cases are going on against the government also in these issues. Okay. Hope it's clear.
Are there any more questions, guys?
Hi, ma'am. I'm Isha Pedamkar. I'm from first year. And my question is like when I have decided for going in interior designing, like I have heard so much about like I have heard from people that interior designing is mainly for rich people and not suitable for middle class people as they cannot afford them or like that. So that's why what you want to tell about that.
See, it is nothing like that. It is not just for rich people. If it was like that now, then most of the interior designers who are there in the field currently would be jobless or would be doing something else. It's not like that. Basically, why they say that? Because when you are from a rich family, the first jobs that you get are from your relatives. Okay. अच्छा ये लड़की ने अपना अपना बच्ची ने किया है इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग तो चलो मेरा बच्चा मेरा घर डिजाइन कर दो. This is what happens when you are in a when you have rich relatives, when you are in a from a affluent family. When you are not from an affluent family, what happens? When you have that passion, when you have that aggression within you, you will jump at any opportunity of a project that comes to you. My first project was designing a toilet, only a toilet. So you imagine how much I must have earned in that. Okay. But from that toilet, I got the bedroom. From the bedroom, I got the living room. From the living room, I got the entire house. From one house, I got other house. Okay. From that house, I got their office. So if you do your job with your entire passion, with the love for this profession, then you will just keep growing. It is not like you have to be from an affluent family to survive in this field. Nothing like that. You just have to be true to yourself. Practice interior designing that, it's like your first love. Do it like that and you will be successful. Hope that inspired you. Yeah, Isha?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Anybody else? See, you will enjoy doing this like anything. To all the interior designing aspirants, it is, of course, a lot of hard work, but hard work is there in each and every field. Okay, without hard work, there is no success. If you have your heart set on interior designing, nothing is going to come in between, and do not let anything come in between. There will be ups and downs, like, life without ups and downs is nothing. You cannot have a flat line. Your heart also keeps going up and down. So that lifeline has to be there. So unless it is there, you won't enjoy it. So treat these educative years as the best years of your life. Life is a learning process. Lockdown learning, online sessions, you will enjoy even those. Believe me. This is something new to us. We are also enjoying making the most of it. So everything, take it with a pinch of salt and make ice cream. Okay, ice cream also requires pinch of salt. You know that, I hope. So enjoy this process. It is going to be a very bright future for everybody. I'm sure of it. Because this field is like that. Yes, Nikita ma'am.
थैंक यू मैम, बहुत अच्छा था. इतना अच्छा था कि बहुत लोगों को समझ में भी आया है. There were few doubts.
I hope
I
so.
think we have succeeded.
I hope so. I hope you guys are, raring to go and inspired to start your interior designing journey. Because you have really very, very good, very friendly faculty. We had, such khadus people with us. And one question also to ask them, we would be like trembling. अरे बाप रे, पूछ रहा है, तू पूछ. किसी और को आगे करते थे. किसी को बलि का बकरा नहीं बनना था. But you have such friendly faculty. Believe me, it's like the icing on cake. So enjoy this process and all the best to you. All the best to Nikita ma'am. All the best to Ankita ma'am. All the best to Riya
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Hope you have a very, very fruitful year and hope I come and see you soon in the institute.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Even students will love to, I feel. है कि नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody is nodding.
Good, good, good.
Yes, ma'am.
It was a very useful session. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I guess all of you, if there are no doubts or no queries ahead, so I think we should end this here. If you still have anything, you can contact, talk to us. Okay? Stay safe. Okay? Chalo. Bye, guys. Bye, Rachna
Bye.
ma'am.
Bye,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Stay safe.
Bye,
All the
ma'am.
best. All the best.
Bye, ma'am.